Hello, I'm Andrew, and today I am going to talk about the solar system for the second time. This is the second video on the solar system. Right now, the time is quarter to 8 in the evening, so it is 7:45 p.m. or quarter to 8. Today is Friday, and the weather is okay. It is windy today. So, the solar system. At the center of our solar system is, of course, the sun. And there are 8 official planets. We used to say that there were 9, but Pluto is now considered too small. Too small. So Pluto is gone. So the 8 planets. Okay, so these are not to scale, but they do show these drawings that Mercury is the smallest of the planets. Mercury has a diameter, like a circle, has a diameter of 4,900 kilometers, approximately. 4,900 kilometers. That is compared to Earth, which has a diameter of 12,700 kilometers. In another video, I said that the distance from London to New York, if you are flying, is about 5,500, so 5,500 kilometers. So that kind of shows you the size of this planet. It has a diameter which is smaller or less than the distance between New York and London if you are flying. Yep. Okay, now Mercury is the smallest, Jupiter is the largest. Jupiter has a diameter of about 139,800 kilometers. So what is that? That is about 11 times the diameter of Earth. So Jupiter has a diameter which is about 11 times that of Earth. Saturn is a little bit smaller than Jupiter. It has a diameter of about 116,500 kilometers. So again, 9, 10 times bigger than that of Earth. And Uranus and Neptune are similar. They are both about 50,000 kilometers in diameter, with Uranus being slightly bigger at 50,700 and Neptune slightly smaller at 49,200. So 49,200 kilometers for Neptune and 50,700 for Uranus. Interestingly, though, look, Uranus has a diameter which is slightly bigger than Neptune, but Neptune has a bigger mass. Neptune weighs more than Uranus. So Uranus has a bigger diameter than Neptune. Uranus is bigger than Neptune, but Neptune weighs more than Uranus. So Neptune has a higher density. Density is equal to mass over volume. So Neptune has a higher mass and a smaller volume, so its density is higher. Okay, what about Mars and Venus? Venus is the closest to Earth in size. It is about 12,100 kilometers in diameter, and Mars is 6,800 kilometers in diameter. So Mars is about half the size in terms of diameter of Earth, and Venus is a little tiny bit smaller than Earth. Okay, so that covers the size of the planets. What about the temperature? Temperature, hot, hot or cold. The hottest planet is not Mercury, even though Mercury is the closest to the Sun. Venus is hotter than Mercury. Venus has a temperature of about 470 degrees C, 470 degrees Celsius. Water boils at 100 degrees C. So above 100 degrees Celsius, water is steam. And of course, below 0 degrees C, water turns solid, turns to ice. So water boils at 100 degrees C, and Venus is 470 degrees Celsius. So Venus is really, really hot, yes. What about Mercury? Mercury is interesting because if say you are on Mercury, when you are facing the sun, so on the left this side, facing the sun, so during the day, it is about 430 degrees Celsius. But at night, the temperature drops a lot. It drops to 180 degrees Celsius, negative 180 degrees Celsius. So 180 degrees below freezing. 180 below freezing. Yes. Okay, and of course, for us to live, we need a temperature in this zone somewhere because we need liquid water. And luckily for us, Earth is perfect. It is about 16 degrees Celsius. What about Mars? So, Earth is 16 degrees Celsius, which I said is perfect. Mars is, of course, colder. Mars is about minus 28 degrees Celsius, which we could live, but of course, at night it is much colder than this and too cold for us to live. So these 4 planets are what we call rocky planets. So they are made of rock. This is the rock, the wrestler. Yes, these 4 planets are made of rock and metal. Like iron, titanium, things like that. Metal. Rock and metal. These 4 planets are the rocky planets. These 4 planets are different, yes. Normally, we split these 4 planets into 2 different groups. Jupiter and Saturn are known as gas giants. Giant is very tall person. And gas is, well, look at water for an example. Between 0 and 100 degrees on Earth, water is a liquid. It flows, it's a liquid. Below 0, it freezes, it turns to a solid. That's solid. And above 100 degrees Celsius, water boils, turns to gas. So these are known as gas giants. And they are mostly made of hydrogen and helium, just like the sun. The sun is also made of hydrogen and helium, predominantly, mostly. Whereas Uranus and Neptune are different. These two, Uranium and Neptune, are known as ice giants, not because they are made of ice, no. It is because they are made of different elements, predominantly, mostly oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, and carbon. And these are heavier than hydrogen and helium. Okay, so that explains the names of the different planets and what they are made of. I want to mention one more thing. Moons. Yes, moons. We know that Earth has one moon, only one moon. But what about the other planets? Well, Mercury and Venus don't have a moon. They have 0 moons. But Mars has 2. Mars has 2. Yeah. Uranus has 27 moons, lots of moons, and Neptune has 14. Jupiter and Saturn are more interesting because we are not 100% sure how many moons they have. They have at least 53 respectively. 53 Jupiter, 53 Saturn. But we think they have more. We think that Jupiter has as many as 79 moons. And we think that Saturn has up to 62. So Jupiter has between 53 and 79 moons. We don't know for certain, no. And Saturn has between 53 and 62. Again, we don't know 100%. But these are things that we will find out. We will learn these maybe in the future. Well, I hope so. So, that is all I wanted to talk about today with this second solar system video. If you have not seen the other solar system video, I suggest that you go and watch it because it has some more information on the 8 different planets that make up our solar system. But if you have seen it, then you know as much as I do now. So anyway, thank you very much for watching and listening to me today. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. I will continue to make more maybe in the future, so keep watching and keep listening, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you again and see you later.